was there, he died. And I had that in me so bad, so it took a lot of college, a lot of reading out aloud to get, where I got to. And I did make it to radio. I did get a job in radio, so I did radio in San Francisco for like 17 years. I made it on the air. But it took a lot of school, a lot of rehearsal, a lot of reading out aloud. Well, it influenced me a lot. I could never see myself having lived my life after working on the plantations and living out here in Vacherie. I would have been crazy. The Bay Area just offered me so much more to do, so many more places to go, stuff to do, things to see, different cultures. I only had one way out here in Vacherie. All the time, it was in my mind since I was young, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna find my daddy, and I did find him. It was too late, he had passed away, but I found out who he was and got to know my brother. So I did exactly my grandmother used to say, when I used to ask her about, will I ever find my dad? And she said, God can do anything, just believe in God. God can do anything. I'm here as a witness. God can do anything. My one-man show is basically my whole story of growing up in Vacherie and the story I just told about joining the Black Panther Party and being in the civil rights movement. It has the poems about the characters I created in Vacherie. It's a whole combination of me leaving Vacherie, leaving New Orleans, and going to California. So it's basically the story I just told you, with everything in it, poems, and I don't know. I don't know whether I'll do it again. I probably will. I'm gonna think about it. Just put a new twist on it, or just add a second part to it. Yeah, it was a whole process of putting it together. I worked with a great director. He just passed away maybe 3 months ago by the name of John Doyle in Oakland. And he helped me a lot. And I had a guitar player. And John did the directing. And it came together. It was fun. I did it like maybe 5 times in Oakland. Did it in Berkeley. A couple other places I did it. And it was fun doing it for about almost 2 years it ran, and it was a totally different experience other than slam because it's just you. And like I say, I may do it again, I'm not sure. Those are songs I remember from, all the way back from my younger days. And those was like songs from like Big Joe Turner, Guitar Slim, and back there in the days, Fats Domino. So those songs I had in my head already, and I knew a few lines. But whatever line is sung in the song, that's all I know. I love doing haiku. It's one of my favorite form of expression. I love haikus. I have a lot of haikus in the book that's coming out too. I got it. At least over 30 haikus, and I love them because you can tell such a amazing story in 17 syllables. And I'll keep writing. One day I'm gonna win a haiku championship. I keep trying. You ask me about strategy. If I knew about strategy, I never would have lost the haiku battle. Because I don't know strategy, and to be the haiku coach, maybe I'll hire a coach next time. Maybe I'll get you a champion. Maybe I'll hire you to coach me. When Jamie Kennedy started, when he first started Tourette's Without Regrets, which is one of the largest poetry reading in the Bay Area right now in Oakland, Tourette's Without Regrets. And Jamie invented dirty haiku battle. So that's why I got so many dirty haikus. And I thought it was so much fun. And we had so much fun doing dirty haikus. And from then I started writing. It's a collection of all the stuff, a lot of short stories. A lot of people have heard my poems. You know, a lot of people, some of my poems they haven't heard, but I don't think nobody really read my short stories yet. So it's going to be something for my old fans and my new fans, you know. It's a collection, it's a mixture. I even got stuff when I drove a taxi cab in San Francisco. I got stories from the taxi cab. I got a lot of stories about Oakland, San Francisco, and LA too. Because I don't have writing that throw away writing. All my stuff goes in my book. Everything I write. You know, that's why I say it takes so long to do a piece. I'm not the type of person who would just write a piece in a day or two. I just wrote this overnight. No, it took me a lot of time to write these pieces, and you know, I figured most of them were good. Well, you know, they scored good anyway. If you have anything to do with slam poetry, but you know, I just put so much effort and time in my work. So, you know, and I got enough where the book is like maybe 120 pages. You know, I'm still deciding on the title. It was called, at one time it was called Freedom, you know, Freedom Story Poetry from Vassar, Louisiana to Hollywood, California. Poems that made me what I am, made me a slam, whatever, you know. But it's going to be poems from here in Vassar all the way out to Hollywood. I always say Hollywood because I did my very first feature on Hollywood Boulevard. Very first time I featured at a poetry reading was Hollywood Boulevard. Everybody needs poetry, man. What's something that's saying about it? You get your news from poetry. You know? There's something to say that's saying about that. But I don't know. I just see the people who like come to a slam or some performance for the first time and how much they appreciate it the first time they hear it. You know, they didn't even know they liked poetry that well till they went on stage, you know, see somebody at a slam. A lot of people, I've taken them to slam, and they want to come back. So I think poetry is wonderful for everybody, you know, even the kids. I do workshop in middle school. They love it. Elementary school, you know, never did a workshop where the kid didn't fall in love with the poetry. And a lot of times we do we call it the bad children's school. You know, the children that can't go to public school, they're too bad for public school. And I do workshops in those type of schools, and they be loving it. It was a long time ago. I wrote it for my girlfriend I was staying with that time, and it was before I even learned to write, before I, took any lesson, any classes or something was going. It went something like, "You are a rose, you are like a rose, so pretty, so perfect, so soon. It's like the rose that's something that has always a thorn." And I said, "That's a poem," and I never, really forgot it. I don't really remember it all the way, but when I wrote that before I started writing, I just figured I had something that I can do far as poetry concerned. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe hopefully I'll be able to go to an island and just kick back. That's my next dream, just go out to St. Lucia's. That's the one I got on my mind. And go kick that, kind of enjoy life for a while. I've been performing. I don't really have to do this, but I do a lot for just the slam, the poetry community, and I like going to tell stories for the old people. I say the old people, and like not nursing home, these retirement home and stuff. I like bringing poetry to them. I work hard sometimes at this art, and actually I don't really need to work. I just come here, buy my boy pickle, I'll sit here, drink his homemade wine, and go fishing. I don't need to work, but I don't know what I'm going to do next. Something, is on the horizon. Who knows? I might see the ed I want to do. Whatever comes. I just get a good feeling. I'm at home, you know. I live in New Orleans, but, my mother always did live in New Orleans, so I've been going to New Orleans like forever since I was a kid. But New Orleans is not really home. This is home. When I come to Vacherie, I feel like home. What they say, home is the place where they have to take you in when you come. This is home. You got to take me in. I know I'm welcome here.